today to you guys. I went to Ross, I graduated in 2005, and I came back to live here, so I've been here since 2005 as just a member of the community, and then I started working at Ross in 2008. To be honest with you, I was talking to Dr. Keeler, she graduated with me, and we were thinking about all the great things that Ross has done for the students, and I think my biggest thing to tell you is that we are one big family and that you have a huge impact on us, and we hope that we have an impact on you. But when we went here, it was like that story of, we trudged through the snow up a hill 10 miles while it was, we drove in a Jeep with no roof right after a hurricane and no power, and we had an exam that we couldn't study for online, so we had to make sure we had our notes. So a lot has changed here. You guys have a lot more physical support, and that's due to your student leadership, but also the leadership here. We really do love your ideas, and we love to listen to you. And I think the biggest thing that I wanted to impress upon you, I think, and what helped me get through a lot of the hardships, like your car breaking down right before an exam, was my fellow student classmates and also the faculty. They were hard on us, like they really wanted us to be professional and make sure that we knew how to get to our classes on time. And I think what made us so adaptable, or what the adaptation that I learned from being here, is that you can't do things without a little bit of leeway time. You need to give yourself some time to deal with stresses, and I think it was in actually the bladder chatter that they talked about that. But that's what I learned here. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person, and that's really hard to do here, because if your car does break down, or you see a dog on the side of the road and it's limping and you really want to pick it up, if you don't leave yourself that extra 10-15 minutes to get to school on time, you might not be able to do that, and that really changes how your life goes along. Being able to pick up that dog or help a classmate on the side of the road makes you feel good when you can help other people, and also make time. Maybe you'll have that extra 10 minutes to have a cup of coffee or do something for yourself. So that was a big thing for me to learn, is to try and give myself that extra time. And with that, the biggest thing that helps is rest, making sure that when you're so tired that you're staring at your notes and you have no idea what you just read, that it's really time for you to take a nap and give yourself a break. I think we often, at least for me, I feel like, oh my God, I have to get this done, I have to get this done, there's a deadline, I put this in my head, and then I try and do it, and it just takes 2 hours when it could have taken 20 minutes if I had just taken some rest time. Or call a friend, or call your mom, or your brother, or whoever that person is that you just could talk to, and release all that energy that's built up in you, because this is a super rigorous curriculum, and you guys are amazing for even endeavoring to come to a new island, a new place, learning a new culture. But it is part of what makes you, as graduates of Ross University, that much better. And I know it's hard to see when you're in it, but when you leave here, it's the culture that you've gone to school in that is going to set you out of that box. That's going to make you even better. So getting to know people on the island if you have time, learning a new culture. Good morning, good afternoon. It used to be very ingrained in the culture here that when you walked into the bank or you walked into the shop that you would say good afternoon or good morning. And I find that even now I still do it in smaller venues, and it really changes the atmosphere. People are like, oh, good afternoon or good morning. They acknowledge the culture that you're living in when you do that. And it helps open people. And also, this I learned from my grandmother, but it also works in all kinds of situations, like killing people with kindness. So if someone's being somewhat rude to you or not so nice, whether it's on campus, off campus, or wherever, generally I find if I'm super nice to them, then it starts coming back in return, because whatever rudeness is coming out towards you probably has nothing to do with you. And trying to put yourself in other people's shoes, and accepting that maybe they're having a bad day and it's just coming out negatively towards you. If you just turn it around, sometimes it helps. And I'd say 90% of the time I get good feedback from that. So those are two big things. Rest, giving yourself the extra 10 minutes, so try not to leave home at 5 minutes to the hour. And then getting involved in the culture. So hashes, you guys, has anyone been on a hash here? They're great. They are walking, it's a walking group that goes hiking, and they go all over different parts of the island. So you get to see, it's a healthy way to get out there and get some exercise and meet people who live here, which can always be really helpful for you. And going to the market on Saturdays, like engaging yourself in the culture and getting fruits and vegetables, but just meeting people and learning how to haggle, get the best prices. I recommend that you write down the prices that you see in IGA and Rams, and you make sure that you get at least half that, because remember they have no overhead downtown. So if they're trying to charge you like prices of IGA or Rams, then you can say, but where's the building and the AC? Try and be funny about it. Let me think. I think that's probably it for now. I'm going to let the next speaker kind of take over, and maybe if you have questions for me later. But I've lived here 14 years, and I love it. I love the people. I love campus. I love off campus. It's just a wonderful place to live, and I hope you'll all take advantage of it.